Have you ever left a conversation feeling like you talked a lot but said nothing meaningful? Whether you're networking, meeting new people, attending events, or simply wanting better conversations in everyday life, these elegant phrases can completely transform the way people respond to you. Elegant people rarely waste time on repetitive small talk. Instead, they use thoughtful questions and memorable conversation starters that create deeper connections. Want to sound more sophisticated, memorable, and effortlessly confident? Start replacing small talk. Small talk isn't bad. It could be the doorway to genuine connection. However, the difference between being forgotten and being remembered often comes down to the words you choose. Staying in the shallow end means missing out on that spark that makes someone feel truly seen. Elegant communicators guide conversations toward interesting, meaningful topics. Hello, ladies. Welcome back to Ideal Her Academy. Glad you're here. In this video, we will explore 9 powerful phrases to bring more elegance, depth, and joy to every conversation. Let's get started. One of my favorite ways to shift a conversation is to ask, "What's something exciting you're looking forward to?" This question steers the dialogue toward anticipation and joy. When you invite someone to share what excites them, you're tapping into their dreams and highlighting the bright spots in their life. Imagine you're at a dinner party, and instead of asking, "How's work?" you say, "Is there anything coming up that you're really looking forward to?" Suddenly, you're not just exchanging pleasantries, you're lighting up their world with possibility. People open up, their eyes light up, and they become more animated as they talk about what matters to them. I once asked a friend this, and she shared her plans to start a nonprofit for girls in her community. That conversation shifted our relationship. We were 2 people dreaming out loud together. When you ask someone what they're looking forward to, you're saying, "I care about your happiness." It's a beautiful way to forge a deeper bond and leave a lasting impression. Curiosity is a hallmark of elegant conversation, and asking, "What's been inspiring you recently?" lets people reflect on what's fueling their creativity or hope. You might hear about a book, a mentor, or a moment of beauty in everyday life. By focusing on inspiration, you invite people to share what's moving them beneath the surface. Maybe they'll mention a podcast, a piece of art, or a story of overcoming adversity. These answers reveal their values and passions. I once asked a colleague this, and she spoke about a TED Talk that challenged her to rethink failure. That led to an hour-long conversation about resilience and growth. Asking about inspiration encourages wonder and gratitude. Try this question at your next gathering, and notice how quickly the atmosphere shifts. What's the best advice you've ever received? This question opens the door to wisdom and shared life lessons. Everyone has a story or a piece of advice that shaped them, and giving them the chance to share it honors their experience. I remember asking my mentor this, and she told me, "You teach people how to treat you." That one sentence stayed with me for years. The responses can be funny, profound, or deeply personal, like, "Never go to bed angry," or "Always listen more than you speak." These stories often spark heartfelt conversations. Elegant people know that sharing wisdom builds trust and connection. People are eager to pass along the lessons that made a difference in their lives. Sometimes the advice shared will be exactly what you needed to hear. Try this question to go beyond small talk and discover new insights. What's something you've changed your mind about? This question invites reflection and acknowledges that growth comes from seeing things differently. Maybe someone will share how they once thought success was about climbing the corporate ladder, but now they value work-life balance. Or perhaps they used to avoid vulnerability, but have learned that openness creates stronger relationships. These stories show that change is a sign of strength. When you ask this, you're giving people room to express their journey. I remember a friend sharing she changed her mind about motherhood. Once convinced it wasn't for her, she now finds daily joy in raising her son. This kind of conversation encourages humility and empathy, It's a beautiful way to say, I'm interested in who you're becoming. What are you learning right now? This question shines a light on personal development and lifelong curiosity. Whether someone's taking up a new hobby, tackling a challenge, or learning more about themselves, this celebrates growth. You might hear about someone learning to cook, mastering a language, or diving into mindfulness. Each answer reveals a new layer of their story, and often their aspirations. I once asked this and heard about someone's journey learning to garden, which led to a conversation about resilience and patience. This question gives people permission to be vulnerable and says, it's okay not to have all the answers. When you ask what someone's learning, you invite them to share their curiosity and inspire your own. The energy becomes one of possibility, a shared exploration of what's next. Instead of the usual, how are you? Try asking, what has been the highlight of your week? This encourages people to reflect on positive moments. Someone might share a simple pleasure, like a quiet coffee, a compliment, or a walk with a friend. Others may mention reaching a milestone or receiving good news. No matter the answer, this question reminds us that joy is found in everyday experiences. I once asked this at a team meeting, and the energy in the room instantly lifted. Everyone left feeling a little lighter. This question moves the conversation away from complaints and toward gratitude. It's a chance to pause, reflect, and appreciate the good. Try this in your next conversation and watch how it sparks genuine engagement. Asking, what's something most people don't know about you, is a beautiful way to invite authenticity. It opens the door for people to share stories, talents, or experiences that usually stay hidden. Maybe someone will reveal they once performed in a band, or that they're secretly a fantastic baker. These little-known facts make conversations memorable and help us see each other in a new light. I once heard a friend say she writes poetry late at night, something she'd never mentioned before. That led to a friendship deepened by shared creativity. This question communicates trust and says, you can share your real self with me. When you ask about hidden talents or stories, you create space for surprise and delight. The conversation becomes layered, textured, and unforgettable. Passion is contagious, and asking, what are you most passionate about right now, instantly brings energy into the conversation. This question helps people connect to what drives them, whether it's a project, a cause, or a source of joy. They might talk about a creative pursuit, a meaningful relationship, or a topic they can't stop researching. Maybe it's a volunteer project, a new business idea, or a renewed commitment to self-care. The specifics don't matter as much as the excitement behind them. I once met someone passionate about urban gardening. Her enthusiasm inspired everyone around her. This question reveals values, dreams, and purpose. When you ask about passion, you're saying, your excitement matters to me. Asking, what's one thing you've learned this year, encourages deep reflection and insight. People love to share life lessons, and this question is an open invitation to do just that. Someone might talk about learning patience, discovering a new perspective, or finding strength during difficult times. Maybe they've learned to set boundaries, to let go, or to embrace new opportunities. Each answer is a glimpse into a year's worth of living and learning. I once heard a friend share the importance of self-compassion after a tough season, leading to a rich discussion about healing and courage. This kind of question moves beyond the surface and into the heart of what it means to be human. By asking about lessons learned, you invite people to reflect, heal, and grow together. Elegant people aren't necessarily the loudest in the room. They're the ones who make others feel seen, heard, and genuinely interesting. The secret isn't having more to say, it's asking better questions. Next time you're tempted to fall back on small talk, try one of these 9 elegant conversation starters. You'll be surprised how quickly your conversations become deeper and more meaningful. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below and tell us which conversation starter you'll try first. For more resources, books, and inspiration for moms and kids, be sure to visit our website. The link is in the description box. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our community of women committed to confidence, elegance, and personal growth. Until next time, choose meaningful conversations over small talk, confidence over comparison, and elegance in everything you do.